Hey everyone, Scott Plyer here, or should I say Peter Parker? Spider-Man? No, let's just say Scott Plyer. Hey everyone, Scott Plyer, and for this video, the first 2 episodes of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man just dropped on Disney+, and I want to give my review and my thoughts of these first couple episodes of the show, and, ahead of this being released, they did also already confirm seasons 2 and 3 of the show, so this cartoon will be sticking around for a while on Disney+, and I don't mind. I really enjoyed these first 2 episodes. It's not part of the MCU, I've mentioned that before. It's taking place in its own little bubble of continuity, kind of like the Marvel What If show, and also Hudson Thames, I hope I pronounced that last name correctly. He did the voice of Spider-Man in Marvel's What If, so he's returning as a different version of Spider-Man, but still returning nonetheless as the voice of the character in this series. And I really like the way they're handling this particular story, while at the same time you can see some parallels between Peter's journey in this as well as the MCU Spider-Man films with Tom Holland. You can see some parallels there, which I think that does kind of fall under a little bit of a criticism I do have so far, because it's trying to do something new and fresh, while at the same time it's just sort of paralleling the MCU Spider-Man already. And in that way, this show is trying to juggle whether or not it wants to be MCU related or not, and trying to do something different at the same time. And this show, I think it's doing an okay job trying to balance that. But hopefully, by the time we get more episodes, we'll see a little bit more of a fresh take compared to it just being parallel to MCU Spider-Man in the movies. So that's what I had to say about that. And also, I like the supporting cast. I like Peter's friend Nico. She seems nice. And also Coleman Domingo voicing Norman Osborn. I love the actor. I've known him from other stuff, and it was really interesting having Norman Osborn on this show, and how he's sort of like this new mentor figure for Peter, whereas in the movies, Tony Stark was, right? So instead of Tony Stark, it's Norman Osborn, who's also a billionaire, and I'm really curious where that story is going to go. We all know who Norman Osborn is, and I'm curious where his character is going to go in regards to not necessarily adhering to everyone's best interests in regards to his goals. So we'll see where that goes. And also, there's this one other character in this series that I'm invested in. I'm wondering, they might be bringing real-world issues into this show with this one character, and I'm really curious how that's going to be handled in the next batch of episodes that we get. And also, another thing that must be addressed, I think the animation style is very unique. I like the kind of 2D art style of the character models, while at the same time it has this cel-shaded animation style that makes it feel very unique, similar to what I was saying before as the Spider-Verse movies. I think the way they kind of bring like a comic book page to life in a way with this animated series is very fascinating. And I like how when we get like the more action heavy scenes in this series, that cel-shaded 3D animation like kind of helps make it more, it makes it pop more, and I like that. And I do think that this was the first few episodes, and there might be times in the animation where characters don't move right away, and then they start to move once the camera starts focusing on them, and that is noticeable. But overall, I think there's a very unique animation style for this show, and I am really curious how they're going to factor in other, superhero characters in this series. And in the first few minutes of episode 1, we already got like a really big superhero character popping up, and I'm not going to spoil who that is, but it was a really fun cameo, and I'm really excited for who else will show up on this series. So overall, those are my thoughts and my review of the first 2 episodes of season 1, and I'm really excited to cover this and also give my full review once the show is done airing. And one last thing before I end this off, they do have this unique release schedule for the next several episodes, as they're releasing episodes in bunches. They released the first 2 episodes today, and then next Wednesday they're going to release 3 more episodes, and then for the next few weeks, every Wednesday will be another batch of episodes, and there's 10 episodes in total, which means episodes 3, 4, and 5 next Wednesday, and then the second week of February, another 3 episodes, and then, the last 2 episodes of the series will be 3 weeks from now. So that is the unique release schedule that this has, and really fascinating the way that they're handling that. So overall, really pretty solid first start for this. Like, I've really enjoyed it so far. It's really fascinating. And yeah, those are all my thoughts on Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.